commentary for the first ever Formula Rookie race here in Bahrain is brought to you by Kai and James.
Welcome everybody, this is a brand new series today for MMS Season 4. We have introduced Formula Rookie to all of you guys. It's a more of a sprint championship, it's kind of a lower tier, even more so than Formula J. And today is its first ever race, so it's quite an exciting day. Of course, this starts the flood of events that will be for the coming weeks as we get going once again for MMS. Today, as you can probably tell from all the advertising and the circuit, we are at the Bahrain International Circuit, one of my personal favourite Tilka tracks, and I think it would be very good to see the cars be tested on the circuit because it's quite challenging. It does provide good racing. If qualifying was anything to go by, the midfield is going to be very, very close here. So it's and combine that with the fact that this is the first race of the new series. Yeah, I'm quite excited for it. So,
it's the first,
Kai, if you don't mind, let's do the grids.
Yeah, but before we do, it's the first race of the whole era. This race will be opening pretty much a triple race weekend because we have Formula R, then Formula J and Formula 1 at the Bahrain International Circuit. So this race has quite a lot of pressure on the drivers, you know, opening a completely new series and a completely new era for MMS. But anyways, as you announced me, let's go to the grid. And on pole position we have Fabrice Montagnier. Impressive work from the ART driver. Nothing much I can say, he's a complete rookie. He's a blank sheet of paper in the championship. Alongside of him is Yaya Tunde, the brother of Bama Tunde. After having a very, very, very bad season in IndyCar, he stunned me, you know, with this P2 performance here. 2/10 behind Fabrice Montagnier on pole position. Obviously, Montagnier gets awarded 2 points for pole position if he finishes in the top 14 after the race. Then the rest of it would have Leighton, Great, Appledorn, Long, Nisbet, Shirayuki, Miles, Bulle, Tracy, Wells, Jing, who's returning, Jankowski, Patrick, Sakurai, Bianchi, Van Hanen, Ragano, Simpson, Zaverkeen, or Keen, Canberg, McCormick, Vance, Voda Jr., Kromnomska, Betes, and Ferras rounds of the grid. Righty then.
Yeah, we've got a big grid here today, 28 cars all ready to start this season. We're looking at the 5 red lights. Here they come now, 5 lights all illuminated in front of the drivers, and it's lights out. And away we go here in Bahrain, and it's a good start from the man in second position who's already up alongside. Tunde's alongside significantly the man who started on pole, Fabrice Montagnier, as they come into the first corner, and Tunde's on the inside, and Tunde's taking the lead of the race. He knocks over the bollard on his way through, but he's taken the lead of the first corner and holds it through second and third corners. A lot of shifting of positions behind, and Montagnier are now under pressure from... he's actually behind his teammate.
Yeah, Montagnier has dropped to P2 and is about to drop to P3 as now Tobias
Gray
Gray
starting 4th on the grid, so it seems that the inside line seems to have better grip. As they all left the grid, we just have to kill the Arco quickly, as it disappears underneath.
And look at this.
Great's not able to get the position just yet.
Yeah, but he's still on P3. Leighton trying to defend from Peter
Long. And Long is able to nudge that car up the inside and take 4th place. Coming now up the hill and into the hardest corner on the circuit, in my opinion. It's a downhill braking zone. It's very easy to lock up and shoot wide. Look at Michael Schumacher in 2005. Completely missed his braking point here.
Look at Wells there trying to make a move on, I think that's Tracy there.
And everybody is very well behaved. Nobody has crashed out just yet in this race as we're now coming into Sector 3. See that lovely Benetton livery. And Yaya Tunde got the better start and rocketed into the race lead. He was already pretty much ahead coming into the braking zone and he had the better line, but he's not pulling away just yet from the man who's already 2 points ahead of the championship, Fabrice Montagnier. This is only a 10-lap race, so it's not very much time for people to make up for amends, if you'd like, from a bad qualifying. There's really not much of an opportunity. No mandatory pit stops either, so no undercuts. And that's Sakurai going up the inside of Van Hansen. Van Hansen gets a bit of a punt from behind from Van Hanen, sorry. Zhijing punting a little bit through the corner, as now we've gone to lap, we've finished lap 1, and Yaya Tunde has lost the lead.
Yep.
He's lost it to Fabrice Montagnier in the last corner, and he's about to lose second place as Great goes for a dive on both of them.
He has the outside line, does he have the overspeed? Yes, he does.
He's got the overspeed, he's managed to take the lead. And now the top two have a bit of breathing space between themselves and Yaya Tunde.
There's Nisbet now.
Traffic jam. Giovanni Nisbet, the man from San Marino, trying to go down the inside of Appledorn in that lovely Benetton livery, and is he going to be able to pull that one off?
Not really, he's still side by side with the Dutchman, and no, he lost the position, but he still has the ability to dive it, doesn't do so.
Turn 4, of course, turn 4 is a very wide corner, so the outside line is not always the worst one to be on.
There is Peter Long with experience from FJ Season 1 already making moves. Appledorn on the outside of Tunde, what a beautiful move. What happened to Tunde?
Fantastic move. Tunde's down from the lead, down to 6th place in the space of half a lap. As we're going side by side into turn 10, that's surely not going to work out, and it's they do back in that. But Nisbet goes for it at turn 10 and gets past.
There's also Anthony Miles.
What is happening to the man who took the lead at turn 1? He's down to 8th from the lead, and it's
now look at
it's going to be
9th from Iran makes it.
Surely he must have damage. Surely he must have damage because the guys ahead of him.
It's either damage or the car might be struggling in hot temperatures. I mean, it's 12 PM in here. The sun is literally cooking these engines alive. Look, he drops down to P10. That might be a mechanical failure as now Jankowski tries to dive him.
He's being overtaken at corners which are completely flat. And it's not like they were side by side on the exit coming into the corner. No, he was pretty far ahead coming into the corner. He's been absolutely overtaken. He's been absolutely trounced. Yeah. And I think we're going to see Jankowski get past here.
Yeah, Jankowski.
Yes, he does.
There was an attempt from Patrick as well. Patrick though bumps into Tunde.
So Tunde is now very much out of the points. In 12th place.
No,
and I believe we got to battle for the lead here.
He's in the points.
He's in 14. The points, my bad. Top 14, my bad. He won't be in them soon as Montagne's run and retake the lead here. Up the inside of turn 1 for the 3rd time this race, he leads. Getting past at turn 1, where of course Tobias Great passed him on the last lap.
Shirayuki though. Shirayuki around the outside of Peter Long.
Already up into 6th place. It's been a decent recovery drive from the man from Japan, I believe it is.
Yeah, 2 Japanese drivers on the grid. Next one is Takeshi Sakurai.
You can see just coming through turn 4 ahead of these guys as Tunde is now dropped outside the points.
Van Hanen has overtaken his teammate Nicholas Wells, who has dropped down to P17. Not the best start from the Welsh drivers now. Viking McCormick.
That's a bit of contact between McCormick and the man who's battling Wells as they come into sector 2, and now he has the inside.
Now McCormick is going to dive it onto Tunde. It's a horrid start to the race for Tunde.
Absolutely terrible. I completely agree with that. And now up the hill towards turn 9, 10, he's got past. McCormick's not able to get past.
There's Casey Canberg, the first ever non-binary driver, and they are already pushing through the field.
A lot of people actually going from moves into turn 10, which is a very unconventional overtaking spot. There's a lot of argy-bargy going on through there.
I mean,
as Tunde's about to be overtaken by his teammate now, Canberg, down, who started, what, 20 positions behind him?
Look at Cormac. Look at his speed. Cormac has side by side a bit of a touch there with Van Hanen. Now that gives Van Hanen the push to overtake Ben Patrick. What is this?
And he's going to overtake Tracy as well. Yeah. So he went from defending to attacking and gaining 2 places, all in the space of a corner.
Meanwhile,
but at the front,
these
guys are streaking away. We've got a 3-way battle for the lead with Appledorn just behind the Dutchman, watching his teammate go to war.
Benetton really strong around 1 at the moment. Tobias Great, the first ever Maltese driver, I believe.
Great's going for it though, for the lead. Oh, he's almost spun there. He got a tap from Montagna at the rear, but he almost spun under braking, locking the rear wheels. Did very well to hold on to that car, and he's managed to get a little bit of a gap, so that if there is a battle here for 2nd place into turn 4, he might see it as a
now will Leighton send it? No.
Leighton decides to just hold in behind for the time being. We got a lot of gaps to the guys behind. This is the battle now for, I believe it is 7th position. It is Jankowski just ahead of Miles, holding on to the place.
There's Van Hanen overtaking Nisbet, Ben Patrick saying to Eskander Boulay. The highest rated driver. Not really.
Van Hanen has gone up so many places.
Oh my god, look at Patrick. Oh my god.
So we've made a lot of contact there with, I think it's Nisbet.
It's Nisbet.
Nisbet may very well have damage from that. And he's managed to hold the position just as they come into turn.
Manages to set.
He's got that's a lot of damage to the side pod.
Look at the run Patrick had on the exit there already.
Patrick has a lot of damage to his side pod though, you could see it. There was a big amount of damage to it. So maybe that will compromise him, I don't know. He's been very aggressive.
There's Nicholas Wells though, up into P13 already. Into turn.
Almost dropping the car. Simpson has got an amazing amount of speed despite not being in the slipstream. Trying to pull up alongside. Simpson was, I think, very far down the order, and he's managed to get himself up into the points. He's up into 14th, just 1 single point.
Meanwhile, McCormick already as well, pushing to the points in his Charoux Racing System Junior team.
Coming into the penultimate corner,
there
that was quite a difficult corner because it's long.
And McCormick onto Simpson.
This corner kind of fools you into thinking it opens up on the exit when it really doesn't. You can expect over the course of a race weekend to see a lot of cars running wide. This corner as well is much slower than it seems on camera, as we got McCormick overtaking Nisbet. That's for 13th place.
The issue is McCormick doesn't have slipstream now, and
look at this battle. Look how many cars are in just this one shot. You can see the guys at the front sort of breaking away, but all behind Jankowski it's just all hell breaking loose. Bully's making a move now. That's for 9th place on Jankowski, who seems to be dropping in pace.
There's Simpson making a move on Wells, but Wells defends. No, not quite.
Wells is not able to hold on to that place from
Simpson.
Simpson.
Close the inside line.
And Simpson, who started in a very lowly position, is up now into 12th place. Might be 11th.
Speaking of Simpson, he's making moves onto Anthony Miles now, and possibly Jankowski.
Miles holding it around the outside, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to it. No, he's not. Simpson gets past and is now up into 11th position.
There's McCormick battling for the last point Spain position.
Well, he's under pressure from Nisbet here, actually, and Nisbet's going to get past as they come into the braking zone. Has the outside line, though, which is not the line you want to be on.
Yeah,
gets slightly better exit, though, because
they're going to enter side by side, and yeah, Nisbet's got the position pretty much now.
I think Nisbet will have this one. Yes, he's on the inside line.
Wells, though, sending another move into turn 10 on Miles, and again pulls it off. Wells has mastered the traction out of the exit of turn 10 while making moves.
Very much seems to have done so. We're not even half distance in this race, and we've already seen more action.
And there's Buller making a move on Van Hanen.
Butler's on a bit of a charge here. He started the lap in 10th place. He's up to 8th and now pressuring the man in 7th. He is really pushing that to its limits.
Yeah.
And now stuck behind Shirayuki. At the front, though, these guys, Tobias Gray...
Peter Long climbed up to P3.
Tobias Gray and Leighton have absolutely bolted into the distance. That's Fabrice Montagnier.
Down inside of Appledon. That's a wild manoeuvre from Patrick.
Montagnier and Appledon have really fallen away. You could see Gray's coming into turn 1. He's past it. But Montagnier hasn't even crossed the line. And a few laps ago, they were dueling for the lead. So... maybe too much tyre usage, too much fuel usage, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, as you say, Bulle is now right behind Shirayuki. He pulls out of the slipstream coming into the braking zone. And he does looks to me to have the position, and he does. He easily gets in front of that car.
Look at this, Jankowski nearly losing it.
That's Jankowski almost losing the car on the exit at turn 1. Maybe got a tap from behind or a bit too eager on the throttle. Either way, he's able to save it. And he's clinging onto a points finish right now, but you're on board with Jermaine Nisbet, who's just behind him in 12th. Bit of a slide on braking for Jankowski there as well.
Fastest lap to Ralph Leighton at the moment in the Benetton.
Into sector 2 all the way downhill. It's quite a difficult comp, especially this corner. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he sends one. Jankowski's a little bit defensive.
No, but speaking of sending it, there's Viking McCormick.
That's almost a 3-wide moment with Xixing and Betets, who started this race in penultimate and is already almost in the points.
Climbed 10 positions. No, it's 9 positions, sorry. That is speed. Meanwhile, McCormick into 15th. If he can catch up to Tracy, he's able to score the points.
He will be able to do, as Montagne's falling down and Patrick's up into 5th place now. Appledon's also got past Montagne. So the man who started on pole position, it's not been the race that he wanted, and he looks to be doing
and now Bulle is going to send it into the S.
He looks to be doing exactly what Yaya Tunde was doing.
And there's his teammate now, Alex Simpson from Iceland, also sending it, and there's also Wells trying to send it.
Wells is up into the top 10, but yeah, we saw with Tunde at the start of the race, he just completely fell away.
Here's a move for the lead.
Here's a move for the lead on lap 7 of 10, and Leighton has taken it in the Benetton. He's just ahead now, but he has to hold around the outside.
There's a lot of loss of traction for Great now. A lot of dirty air.
To it. Leighton has taken the lead. That's the first time he's led this race. Tobias Great drops to 2nd, and the lead he's had since lap 4 is gone.
But I mean, he can still get it back. I'm just looking at the minimap, but I think Leighton is pulling away. Yeah, he is. Alright.
He's pulling away a little bit. Both Benettons in the top 5. Montagne is now outside of the top 10. He's in 12th place.
Loses 2
positions. He's going to overtake it again. And there's Yaya Tunde just...
Yeah.
Both of them really suffering from, I don't know what it is.
Maybe engine wear. Maybe the temperatures are too hot at the moment. There's Viking McCormick sending a one absolutely up at the P13 goes
P13, and Xixing, who's become something of a meme recently, is almost into the points.
Yeah, I mean, he qualified 13th, dropped 3 positions, and now Xixing down inside of Montagne into the points.
Montagne's so cautious, holding everybody up behind him, just allowing Xixing to take an aggressive line and be able to pull it off. And actually, great. You said he was falling off the back of him. He's not falling too far off.
You say that, look, the delta is absolutely going up.
The delta's going crazy, sure, but we can see on track. Look at the gap behind. No one's even in the same frame as these guys on the same straight. They are so far ahead.
Yo, look at this, Appleton overtakes
Long's just been overtaken by Appleton, so both Benettons are in the podium places right now.
Yeah, it's an amazing
very good race
from the British outfit.
You could see Leighton going slightly defensive, although I think Great might still send one up the inside here.
No,
he's braking on the curb. That's quite risky. There's not actually as much grip on the curb as there would be on the
Great might want to send Leighton into a mistake, as there's someone out of the race, and it's Canberg.
Canberg has retired from this race. Is that an overheating issue? Is that a suspension issue?
That might be an engine failure.
It wouldn't surprise me if his engine's gone.
Engine's gone.
Something has definitely broken on that car. Look like maybe the suspension's jammed as well, because he suddenly veered off to the right.
They had a very bad race today. Yeah, there's no info.
It looks like he's pulled off himself then, actually. Weird place to pull off. He's done it very quick. And I don't think that will cause a safety car.
Nah, there is no safety cars.
There aren't no safety cars, okay. As you can tell, I was sitting quite late to do this piece of commentary.
As now Tracy has oh dear, Ferraz has climbed 11 positions.
Well, I mean, he started last, you can't exactly go backwards.
I mean, you could, but that would be quite hard. As now, Jing...
He could still get points this race, so Xing is going for...
you're right. You're actually right. He's up into 15th
He was only going to get 1 point. He's now doubled his points all. Yeah, Xing's up into 13th. Nisbet's down to 15th, having lost the place through turn 2 as well.
As now Wells sends it onto Patrick. Jankowski also sending it onto Patrick side by side, and the Holden Aussie racing car loses 2 positions in one corner.
I'm amazed that we've had so much contact during the racing, but no front wings going off, as Great almost slams into the back of the Benetton coming into sector 3.
He's really patient, he's really taking his time.
Of course he is, yes, but I mean, he has a few more laps to go.
Nearly 3 wide.
We are almost 3 wide coming into turn 9 and 10, which is never going to end well, no matter how narrow the car.
The 2 Charoux racing cars waving to each other.
Cormac losing out, dropping down to 12th. He's been kind of lingering around this area all race. We've been looking at but to be fair.
I mean, he climbed a few positions.
He did not pay us, I promise.
No, we cannot get bribed anymore. So there's a move on Ben Patrick.
Successful.
And onto Nicholas Wells as well.
Wells had a really bad exit there. Did he miss a gear or something? Because he suddenly lost all speed through that corner.
And Zhijing now sending it onto Ben Patrick and Wells as well. Oh my, it's a double overtake from the Chinese driver.
He's going to get 11th place. That's rather impressive. But Wells very much seems to have an engine problem. He's very slow on the straight.
Meanwhile, Great and Leighton side by side for the lead.
Side by side. The bollard has been absolutely killed, but we're side by side for the lead.
And he's done it.
Not anymore. Tobias Great's taken the lead with just a lap to go after this one. This is the penultimate lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and Great has managed to get himself into the lead, past the Benetton of Leighton.
And there's Shirayuki
for Shirayuki for 7th place. Simpson's been one of the most impressive drivers of the day, but I think he's going to lose a point or 2 here.
And now,
as has come out of nowhere and has managed to get into the top 8.
Yeah,
he's come out of absolutely
and as well,
nowhere.
onto Zhijing. And Van Han and his teammate also trying to pass the Chinese driver, so the Jordan also climbing through the field, just like the Charoux racing cars.
Very impressive drives from a number of drivers here today. That's Montagna, you can see there, who started on pole, and currently sitting in 14th, battling for that position, which is for
but now look at Ben Patrick.
Point.
Ben Patrick standing onto him. We're on the outside. That will turn into the inside now through the S's. Montagna might still hold the position. No. Patrick sends it very aggressively. He's going to get the traction because Xing blocked him, but Van Han has the inside line, and he's going to absolutely use it.
Oh, Xing left the door very wide open there. I don't know what he was doing. Van Han has slipped up the inside and up into 12th place. And it looks to me as we've got a failure. It's Leighton. Leighton's going very slowly. I just saw that on the minimap. He was going very slowly, and he's dropped off the back of Tobias Great. He was going very slowly.
Look at this. Let's see what...
They were practically inseparable coming into sector 3 for those looking at the minimap, as he had a gearbox problem or something. The car... what's going on?
Power shortage.
He seems to have lost some power, yes. Maybe his gearbox is giving
Leighton
up the
on the
ghost.
radio, he's confused. He doesn't know what
Well,
happened.
he's just selected every gear, but he's going very slowly. Something on the suspension is broken. He's going back up to normal speed now. But what has happened to the Benetton?
Maybe a power shortage. I mean, mechanical failure, just as we've seen with Cannonberg, can happen.
There's Buller and his teammate in the background, so having looked so comfortable.
I mean, I mentioned
really
it quite a lot of times in this race. The temperatures are crucial in Bahrain.
Buller's really catching him as Jankowski's managed to get himself back up into 5th place. That's quite impressive. As
But
he's now
Shirayuki,
McCormack, who's looking for a top 5, which would be an incredible result considering where he started. But the problem is he's got Shirayuki on the inside.
That's
he makes contact with
my God.
Jankowski. He
He
goes
makes the
airborne.
move. He gets the move.
Somehow neither of those cars retire on the spot, and even more remarkably, Shirayuki is able to get the position. That is remarkable stuff, and that's for 5th place. That's a decent haul of points that he's just earned.
That might
through
be a
dive bomb at the
reprimand
last corner.
for such an aggressive move, but nevertheless,
And he's held
got
it
it.
at turn 1, but here comes McCormack in the Charoos, and they make contact at turn 1.
And
He
he's
comes
gonna
to the
get
corner
it though.
slowly.
He has
He's
the
on
inside. He's gonna get it.
He's got the better exit. He's got it in 5th
got it.
place. He just has to shut the door now on Shirayuki, and he will have the position, but he can't because Shirayuki's just outside coming into turn 4. The move's not done
Shirayuki
yet.
turns
Now
earlier
it is.
in, and that compromises the whole run. But look at
And
Leighton's
he's
been
lost the
passed.
place. He's lost the place to Buller. He's down to 3rd.
Yeah, Leighton has definitely an issue with his car.
Leighton has a mechanical problem, and what's even worse for Benetton is Sorry, excuse my voice crack. Appledorn
Jesus
is also
Christ.
losing time.
Oh, Van Halen and the Wells now touch. Oh dear. And now Wells
Look
makes
at-
an absolute dive onto Jankowski. Van Halen is stuck. Is Jankowski also having a problem?
Jankowski,
a
a
very
lot of
slow
cars are going
exit.
very slowly. Look how slow they're going. It's being caught by Simpson here. But look at the minimap. Look at the battle for 4th. The other Benetton of Appledorn is dropping off and falling into the clutches
And now
of the guys
Van Halen
behind.
on the outside though. He's going to pass the Polish driver.
Jankowski's had a very
48.
bad run. Here comes Van Halen on the outside.
This
used
is
to
the
be
final lap, and look at the pack. They're still battling. Van Halen to the
round
outside.
Turn 11. That is a
Oh,
fantastic
no,
overtake.
Wells has a
That's
smoking
smoke.
engine.
That's smoke out the back of Wells'
Is he going to
car.
finish the race though?
It's sparking as well. At the front, though, Tobias Great has
already won.
the Bahrain Grand Prix. Buller is going to take 2nd place. That's a remarkable recovery drive from him. Leighton is
Leighton.
going to limp home in 3rd place. I honestly had my money on him to win this race, but he's had some sort of problem.
And then, oh my God, Appledorn and
McCormack got him. McCormack has
him.
got Appledorn at the end. He's up to 4th. There's a drag race to the line. Appledorn's going to
He's
get
got
out.
it.
Wells in the
And now
background's
Wells
gonna
with a
finish.
smoking engine. Just
He's smoking oil all
Oh
over
my
the circuit.
God.
And look at all the cars here
this is a
involved.
photo finish and a half.
Jankowski 10th. Jankowski 10th, Simpson 11th. Long 12th.
Ferraz in 14th.
Miles 13th. And Ferraz from last to 14th. He halved his grid position.
Oh right,
impressive.
that's impressive. Jing, Tracy, Sakurai, Tunde, Betes, Keen, Nisbet, Voda Jr., Bianchi, Ragano, Kromnomska and Vance.
Tunde dropping 18 places. All in the first few laps.
Yeah, but this man stole the show.
Here's your race winner. He was always at the front, and then when Leighton had these problems, absolutely bolted into the distance.
But
Deserved
yeah,
victory, I'd say.
Leighton podium and fastest lap, which gives him an additional point. Which is, I guess, not that bad, after all.
Well, yeah, here's your race winner and subsequently championship leader after the first round.
Oh, it was a brake failure for Casey Canberg. Interesting.
Brake failure, okay. I'm amazed how he spotted it in the middle of a corner, but...
Team
sure.
radio.
In the middle of a
Anyways,
flat corner.
Fabrice
that's
Montagnier, let's get 2 additional points. Right, so driver of the day.
I have to say either Ferraz or... Hang on, let me look at where Bullet started, because he was on McCormack as well.
Bullet
So-
started, oh dear.
Bullet
he's
started 10th. McCormack, 23rd.
Yeah, exactly. He's my driver of the day.
I'd have to say it's him. He's up, 18 places, which is even more than Emerson Ferraz was. It's impressive.
Yeah. This series really is kicking off with a blast, pretty much.
A lot of on-track battles, particularly in the midfield. I mean, you could just see at the end many cars were one picture. That was really incredible to see. But yeah, that's Bahrain in a nutshell. Where are we off to next week?
Estonia.
Oh,
no, wait, no,
Estonia.
Estonia. German Grand Prix, sorry, on the Hockenheimring.
German Grand Prix at Hockenheim, okay. And I know there's going to be people crying out for the old layout. No, it's not the old layout. It's
It's
just
the better
trees.
one.
It's the better one, exactly.
Right.
Hockenheim old layout overrated as anything.
Right. Thank you for coming to this race. Be sure to hydrate yourself, stay home, have some fun, don't drink and drive. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Yeah.
And wear your seatbelt.
Yeah, and wear your seatbelt. See you next time. And bye bye.